Welcome to the Real Film Nerds Podcast.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Real Film Nerds Podcast. My name is Matt. I am one of your two hosts of said podcast titled Real Film Nerds. With me, as always, naked as always, mysterious Mike Talent.
Hey everybody, I'm not naked. I'm just sitting here enjoying, not wearing most of my clothes.
You definitely take the mystery out of the mysterious Mike.
Nice.
So, Mike, game over, man.
The famous words of Bill Paxton. In what movie?
Aliens. So, aliens with an S, so that would be 2.
Yes. Happens to also be the title of the movie that we're reviewing today.
For which episode, Mike?
I think it's 160. Hold on. 161. My bad.
161. We are talking about a Netflix original from 2018 titled Game Over, Man. All right, Mike, go ahead. Give us the rundown on this fantastical movie.
All right, so Game Over Man is a Netflix movie, and it was directed by Kyle Nowacek. Its writers are Anders Holmes, stories by Anders Holmes, Kyle Nowacek, Adam Devine, and Blake Anderson. And this movie starring Adam Devine, Anders Holmes, Blake Anderson, and Daniel Stern. And I don't even know how to describe this movie. It's about 3 friends who have a crappy job and are just trying to figure out a different thing to do in their lives, and that's pretty much the storyline, I guess.
It's 3 maids that get trapped in a skyscraper hotel, like Die Hard.
So I know you said this is a Die Hard parody. There's a little bit of Die Hard stuff in it. A little bit.
Dude, it's a bunch of terrorists taking over a skyscraper, and they're trying to escape it, and they screw up, and they're trying to, go back and get revenge and take down these terrorists, and they screw that up. And when they do kill one, it's by pure coincidence and accident. How is it not a parody of the infamous Die Hard?
I don't know, man. It's just not as entertaining.
Well, yeah. I could have told you that. It's still a parody. Just because it's not entertaining doesn't mean it's not, trying to be something else.
I don't know. Well, anyway. We'll talk about that later, Matt. Do you want to structure it up? Structure it up. Structure it up.
Nice. Is that your theme song? Do I need to put that, turn that into a clip?
Oh, no. I hope not.
Structure it up. Woo! You got to have the woo in there.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
Wow, you really sound excited to talk about this movie, Mike. It's like pulling teeth. Okay, so structure it, structure me, structure it all over.
Matt, what did you think about the set design for this movie?
It was fine. It was nothing fancy or special or out of the ordinary. It was just fine.
Yeah. I felt like the soundtrack could have had a little bit more in it. It just was very, I don't know, afterthoughty.
Afterthoughty. All right. I like it. Well, they had Shaggy and he sang, right?
Yes, Mr. Boombastic. Mr. Fantastic.
And that was the song he sang too.
I don't know. There's also an appearance by Jackass's Steve-O.
Yeah, for a little bit.
Yeah, so that was actually worth the whole movie right there.
Dude, there was quite a few comedic actors and actresses that pop up here and there if you watch any comedy on television. Mostly television, from what I could tell. Like Aya Cash, the redhead girl.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's from FX TV show. that I liked dearly, that I watched when it was on. A lot of people weren't huge fans of it. It's really dark and messed up, and about two really messed up people dating and the messed up shit they do to each other.
So it's a happy story, Matt?
Yeah, it's very happy. Very happy.
Ah, right up your alley right there.
I'm trying to see. I can't even think of the name of it because it's been off the air for a little while. You know, they had their final season, but it did like 5 seasons, I think. How did I forget this? You're the Worst.
Oh, okay.
So she was one of the stars in that, and then you already said his name, Mr. Daniel Stern.
Oh yeah, no. I think of him from Home Alone is my most famous role that I remember him in. But
dude, City Slickers.
Yeah, that's a good one. But I mean, come on, Home Alone, man.
I know. He's one of the Sticky Bandits.
Yeah.
And then let's see, the 3 guys from Workaholics.
Yep.
And then let's see, I think there's one more that was hanging out. I don't know if he's on here. Yeah, Steve Howie. He's the one of the terrorist guys.
Yeah.
I recognize him from Shameless. He's only recently, in the past few years, started getting into doing films and things. But he is absolutely hilarious in Shameless. And
okay.
Go ahead.
I've watched a little bit of Shameless, but I think I've only seen the first season. And my understanding is it gets even more shameless as the seasons go on.
Oh, yeah. It ramps up hard, man. I'm not nowhere near caught up or towards the end of it, even on Netflix. But I think I'm at least 4 seasons in or so. And it's ruthless, dude. It's ruthless, especially his character and the character that plays his wife. It's brutal, man. But it's funny. It's funny. Shameless is it's another one of those irreverent, dark television comedies. And I like it. So.
Yeah. How many seasons does it have, Matt?
God, I think it's like 8.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
8 or 9. It's been going since 2011. Oh, nope. Season 11 premiere is in November. So they just finished season 10.
Wow, man. That is a long time for an irreverent, dark show like that.
Yeah. Well, and it's, William H. Macy.
Yeah, he's got to pay for all that school bribe stuff.
All right, Mike. So let's go back to your structuring the structure with the structure.
Yes. I'm trying to think. This movie doesn't have like a lot of notable things in it to structure about. So I think I'm going to ask you, Matt, what are you drinking?
Well, Mike, that is a fantastical question. I am drinking what I had in my fridge, which is not much. I'm drinking a good old-fashioned staple of the podcast for me, Kilt Lifter.
Nice.
Okay, Mike, I know you have some exotic IPA that tastes like cookies. What are you drinking today?
This is like hops with sugar cookie. No, just kidding. Although there's probably one that's like that. I'm drinking a beer from Lagunitas. It's called a little something ale.
Something ale? It's not a IPA?
Yeah, no. Well, no, it's an IPA. It's just called a little something.
Oh, okay. All right. And I'm guessing that something is hops.
Yeah.
Loads of hops. Glorious amounts of hoppiness.
Yep. Bitter.
Okay, well, let's do this, Mike, before we start getting into the most important question of the entire podcast. Mike, do you think people should waste their time watching this movie on Netflix?
Matt, I'm going to say no. I don't think I should have wasted my time.
Mike, I agree with you. I didn't hate watching it, but I don't think this is a must-see unless you're really bored or really drunk or really intoxicated with something else, because it's just not a good movie. at all. Like I said this morning on the radio, I was like, there's lots of other things on Netflix that are really good. If you haven't seen Two Popes, go watch Two Popes. That was really good. Don't watch this. This was trash.
Nice, Matt. Nice. I did try and make it out to a movie in the theater, one of those horror movies, but I just didn't get a chance this weekend. I've been busy getting ready for a major life event.
Maximus Aurelius, Vinny Todorich, something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. His any day arrival. See, that's going to mess up the pod, though, because you got to go see Invisible Man. We actually have a good movie. Well, at least I think it'll be a good movie coming out this weekend, this Friday. Invisible Man, starring Elizabeth Moss. It's a horror take on the Invisible Man. I think it looks pretty cool.
Well, the last Invisible Man that I saw, which I think there are several Invisible Man movies out there. I saw one with Kevin Bacon a long time ago, and it was kind of a thriller. It was interesting.
Yes, I remember that one as well. I watched that. That was good. I think this is along that vein. It's a thriller, a more horror-esque, this dude always watching her kind of thing. I think it's going to be very much like that. Gosh, I don't remember the name of that movie. I remember watching that, though. That was early 2000s, wasn't it?
Nah, man, I think it might have been late 90s.
Was it late 90s? We might have even seen it together.
We might have.
Because, yeah, I mean, that was when Kevin Bacon was on fire, man. He was doing all kinds of stuff.
I mean, Kevin Bacon has had quite the storied career. And, it ended up leading us to the 7 degrees of MCU.
Correct. Which, nice segue, Mike. How does Game Over Man relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Well, Matt, I was worried I wasn't going to find anything in this movie because it doesn't have a big cast. But I was able to find something. So, for this movie, Conrad, who is played by Neil McDonough, was in Captain America: The First Avenger as Timothy Dum Dum Dugan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, I could have told you that. Yeah. I totally forgot about that he played Dum Dum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's so much fun in the Marvel comic book world. I'm now spacing on the name, but that little squad that rolls around with Captain America, there's so much fun. So much fun.
Yeah, so, yep. So it wasn't too bad. I was a little worried when I first watching this. I was like, oh, no.
I totally forgot about that. Until you mentioned it. I was like, oh, yeah, perfect. One of the main guys was in Captain America, the original.
Yes. Yeah, he was.
Okay, Mike, I don't know how much we're going to talk about this movie. I mean, I know this had a lot of your favorite thing ever. It had a lot of flaccid penis in it, severed penis. There was just way too much penis in my opinion. If there's one, I think it's too much. Mike, for you, the lover of all flaccid penises in film, what'd you think?
So Matt, I think I need to stop you right there. There were no flaccid penises in this. Yeah. There were several erect penises.
What?
And so I am not a fan of the erect penis. Only the flaccid penis. And for our listeners who are just hearing this in our first podcast, 161, well, a long time ago when we were watching other movies, there's some scenes that a couple of them have some flaccid penises, and I was like, it's nice to see a little flaccid penis here and there. But this one, man, it's just all about erect penises. Only erect penises. Erect penises being projectile thrown? I mean, who wants a penis to the face? You! It's just nuts. So
No, it's not nuts. It's penis.
I am still a fan of the flaccid penis, but Matt incorrectly stated that this movie has lots of flaccid penis.
I don't know, dude. There's just a lot of penis. So clearly we have found your line in the sand on what Mike accepts in a film and does not accept. Flaccid, yes. Erect, no.
Yep, that's the line. Like that definitely is the line. Maybe like semi chub. I don't know. Like you gotta like
a semi truck. The semi truck's
no,
okay.
Like semi chub.
Well,
chub.
oh, fine. But in the emoji world, you use a semi truck.
Oh, okay. I'm not an emoji person.
I know we're both too old for that stuff, Micah. I'm sorry. I didn't even know what an eggplant was.
Isn't that something you put in your Parmesan?
Well, no, you can have Parmesan out of eggplant. Yeah.
I thought it was a dish that's pretty good.
You could put
eggplant Parmesan.
Right. Is that a chicken? You could do the eggplant. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's also an emoji.
So what is it? What does this emoji mean, Matt? I think you're dying for me to ask.
No, you've already been talking about it this whole time.
Is it flaccid penis or erect penis?
I just think it means penis.
Oh, okay. All right. Is there any other codes that these young kids are doing? Like, they don't actually use the word penis, or is there emoji of a penis? Probably not.
Well, I don't understand. Like, there's a hot dog emoji, so why don't they use the hot dog emoji? That's a hell of a lot closer than an eggplant. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Eggplant, that's like not even like,
Yeah, I know. Like cucumber, maybe, but like
eggplant, yeah. No.
No.
So I don't know why you're asking me about emojis. I mean, I'm older than you. You're the young one out of the two of us. You should know all these things.
Dude, I still, Matt, just getting old. I still don't know why people watch other people play video games on the line.
Dude, I seriously don't get that at all. Like, I really, really don't get that. Like, at all. I've tried to watch some of it. I have never done, like, the live, like, Twitch stuff. But I've watched, like, some YouTube videos. And even the ones where it's like, I can't get through this part. I, like, get so bored. I'm like, I would just rather go and play this game. Why the hell didn't we invent that, Mike? Why couldn't have we come up with Twitch?
Dude, I don't know why we didn't invent Twitch. Because, it's very weird to me that such a large amount of people will watch other people just play a video game. I just don't know why they don't go play it.
I think it might stem from our childhood and when we played video games. Because you remember we would always take turns and we were always fighting over who got to go next until GoldenEye. And then all four of us could play.
Yeah, but then there were 5 of us.
Yeah, that was the hard part. So we just made someone go and get us snacks.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. To me, it seems weird. And then, like, with online play, you can play, like, not infinite amount of people, but you can play quite a few people. I don't know, man. It's just strange to me. It seems like, why don't you just play the video game? Why do you need to watch someone else, like, play it? I mean, I understand maybe if it were, like, a tutorial thing, but no, most of these are just people playing games and broadcasting it to other people, and then other people paying them to do dumb things. It's very weird, man.
So basically what you're saying, Mike, is we're old.
Yes.
It's okay. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it, like, whatsoever. So I would just rather play. But again, I have such limited time to play video games that the 15 minutes a week I get to play Borderlands 3, I capitalize on it as best I can.
It's the best 15 minutes of his life.
Every week. Yeah, it's pretty close. Pretty dang close. So speaking of video games, what do you think about the whole video game thing in this? I thought it was kind of weird. I thought it was just a setup to have that one final scene with the dude where he comes in like a zombie.
Yeah, that was super weird. Like, I didn't even understand the concept, and then it was like, what was it? It was Skintendo. It just was really, really hard for me to, I don't know. I guess
It was just like a way to control another person.
Yeah, it seemed really weird, man.
Yeah, I don't know how that would. I mean, I guess that would be interesting, but I don't know. Whatever. I don't. I think they only had it in here for that one last scene where he kicks everybody's ass as a zombie Nintendo, Skintendo, whatever person.
Yeah. I guess that's it.
So, all right. Well, what else do you want to talk about this movie? The story was just crap, and the acting was fine. I mean, there were parts that were funny.
There's a couple funny parts, but like, man, it just, I don't know, man. The script was weak. And even the stoner humor, like, I like a good stoner movie. And I don't smoke weed or anything. I like a good stoner movie, man. This was not it.
It wasn't like Harold and Kumar or, like a Cheech and Chong or something like that, where it's just, it's funny and it's a little slapsticky, but it's not quite like this. This was just bad.
Yeah, no, straight up, yeah. There's lots of good stoner movies. Dazed and Confused.
That's more of a coming of age story to me, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, what's the The Stoned Age?
Yeah, dude, that's a classic one.
I love that one.
Yeah, we need to do that. I don't even know if they have that streaming anywhere.
Dude, they probably don't. I don't think anybody's ever seen that movie.
Yeah, that's a rare one. We watched. Was that one of the ones we just stumbled across at Hastings randomly one day?
Yeah, I think we like the cover.
Yeah. I think because it was something about a rock concert on the cover or whatever. And then the one dude was the one main actor was kind of famous from some of the other movies, but he was like a B actor in those too. And he was like the main guy in this.
Yeah. There's this one guy in it. I think his name's Snotrag. He's been in a lot of movies, but other than that, no one else has been in anything.
Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah, that was definitely a unique, interesting film that we stumbled upon. It's fun. It's very odd, but it's not like bad. It's actually a somewhat interesting script and story. And
yeah, I'm trying to think of other stoner movies, but I can't think of anything right now off the top of my head.
Well, I already said my couple, Cheech and Chong and Harold and Kumar.
Oh, I want to talk to Samson.
Half Baked, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a stoner movie for sure. And that's funny. That's a good
great movie.
Yeah. And again, it's silly and it's slapsticky, but it has a decent story to it.
I think that's the first movie that I remember with Dave Chappelle. And then after that, he became a lot more famous, I think. And this is my memory. I'm not 100% on this.
Yeah, well, he exploded after that movie. That was when he got Chappelle Show and everything else, and then he went into hiding, and now he's back.
Yeah. So, Half Baked. That was a very funny movie.
Okay, Mike. So I'm guessing we're just done talking about this movie because why waste our time talking about it when we don't recommend anybody to see it?
It's true. I feel sorry that we watched it, but at least we can save you guys the hassle.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, like I said, there's moments and there's some bits in it that are funny, but overall, this movie is just, it's not very good at all. And I am definitely way too generous on my reels. Mike, how many reels? Are we going a half a reel here, Mike? What are you doing?
No. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna be nice to this movie. Just because it has a couple funny parts, and like there were almost flaccid peni. So let's do 1.5 reels.
Wow, that's a hell of a lot higher than I thought you were gonna give. It's okay. I shocked Lisa live and local this morning on Magic 99.1. I swear I've given ratings this low before, but she was shocked. I give it 2 out of 5 reels. And she almost fell out of her seat because she's like, "You've never rated anything this low." I'm like, "Oh, it's bad." And the only reason I'm giving it 2 is, like I said, there are bits in it that are pretty funny. There's probably about, if I had to guess, there's probably about 10 really good, solid bits. Now, that's just small jokes for about a minute tops. The rest of the movie is just, it's bad.
Yeah, there are some gag. There's one physical gag in there that was kind of funny, with the closet, Matt. But
yeah, oh yeah, that was pretty funny.
Other than that, man, I was like, meh.
Well, all right. So next week, Invisible Man. I got it already out. I've checked my list twice on the IMDb's.
Are you sure?
I'm clicking
so it really
in
comes
theaters,
out
February 28th. The Invisible Man.
Okay, so you're gonna go watch it on the 27th, like always?
Probably. Well, I don't know. I have a game this week, so I don't know. We'll see when I can. I got a lot of stuff going on with cheer, games, Rattler starting up. It's very busy for me. Very busy time. Anywho, all right, Mike. So next week, do you think you're gonna make it to the theater? You're gonna have to bring a little Maximus with you, expose him to his first movie, only days old.
I will get back to you. I don't know.
Well, you'll definitely go and see the movie. I know that because you'll want, at least an hour and 24 minutes of silence.
Likely.
I mean, 2 hours and 4 minutes. Sorry, it's a 124-minute long movie.
Matt, the movie that Kevin Bacon is in was bothering me, so I looked it up. It's Hollow Man, and it was in 2000.
2000. Okay, Hollow Man. Yeah. That was a good one. Not the best in the world, but it was entertaining. It was worth $3 or whatever movies cost back then.
Damn, dude, that was 20 years ago.
You feel old yet?
Yeah.
That's all we talk about in this pod is being old.
Yeah. Not twitching it right.
Now, are you talking about like the video game aspect, or are you talking about twitching like in this movie?
The video game.
Okay, so not like what that dude threw at that chick and hit her in the face with.
No.
All right, well, Mike, I don't have anything else. How about yourself?
No. I think this one's a wrap, Matt, and I look forward to watching the new incarnation of Invisible Man. Just don't know when exactly. And I guess, yeah. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Sorry we didn't have anything really too new. There's not much going on in the theaters.
Well, there was Call of the Wild, and that's what hit what? Number 2 at the box office. Number 1 was Sonic. I thought Sonic was enjoyable. I didn't think it was the world's best movie, but I definitely didn't think it was bad. Call of the Wild came in number 2 with Harrison Ford. I just had zero desire to see that movie. I just did. The dog wasn't even real. It was a digital dog. I'm sorry. I'm good. I'm all right. So that's why we went with the Netflix, and I picked a bad one. I'm sorry to disappoint, Mike. Next Tributary is yours. Or maybe we should catch up on some legacy casts, because we got a lot of those too stockpiled up.
Yeah, maybe we should do a legacy cast. Maybe we should add the Stoned Age on there if we can figure out where to get it.
I bet you it's probably on some random streaming service like Fubio or whatever that is.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be.
But yeah, that'd be a fun one to talk about for sure. So before you tell everyone thanks for listening, let's go ahead and say don't forget the socials. Don't forget to tell your friends about our pod. Help us grow a little bit. Our numbers are actually up pretty good for this month. Just put out our Poindexter Awards on Thursday, a little late, but we already have like 40 downloads on that. So that's actually pretty solid for less than a week for us. So
awesome.
It'd be nice to get a lot more, but word of mouth helps us out. What really helps out, and we haven't pushed this enough. We should probably try and do it every pod, but iTunes, man, iTunes, Apple Podcasts. Go on there, rate us, and leave us a review. We haven't had one in since we started the podcast. So, and that doesn't cost anything. That's 100% free.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm with you, Matt. We definitely need to push more for just some feedback, here and there, some audience participation. I know Matt would love to do more surveys about some random movie things or trivia. And yeah, so please rate us on iTunes. I think any of the ratings help, but I feel like iTunes is still really dominant in the industry. I guess with that, thanks everybody for listening, and catch us on the next pod.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now, go out and catch a movie.
Matt Hinshaw from the Real Film Nerds podcast in studio with me now on Magic 99.1. Good morning.
Hi, Lisa.
How are ya?
I'm okay. How are you?
You got your radio face on.
Yeah, I got to get the radio face on, right?
Did you see a movie over the weekend?
Yeah, but I did not go to the theaters.
You didn't go see The Call of the Wild?
That movie looks horrible.
Did you read the book back in high school?
Yes.
Yes, I read the book too. So you don't think you're going to see the movie?
No, I don't like the idea of them replacing the dog with a digital dog the whole time. And it's not a very good looking digital dog either.
Yeah. Well, and Harrison Ford stars in it.
I love Harrison Ford. I mean, give me some more Han Solo. Come on.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, I heard, and I reported it in the top 5 things you need to know before you start today, that there's another Star Wars movie being made right now. Have you heard?
I heard about that, yeah. And then also Indiana Jones. Another one of those.
Gosh, Harrison Ford's busy these days.
I don't think he's probably doing Star Wars.
Oh, you're probably right. You're probably right.
Who knows? I know he definitely is doing Indiana Jones, though.
Yes, who else could do that, right? While he's alive.
Well, they've been trying to get Shia LaBeouf ever since that disaster of a film, the Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull or whatever.
Oh, yeah? I didn't see it.
The movie was so bad.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
So bad.
All right, so you're not going to see The Call of the Wild. Came in number 2 at the box office behind Sonic the Hedgehog, which you reported on last week.
Yeah, I talked about last week.
Yeah, you liked it. Okay, so what'd you see this week?
I went to the Netflix.
Okay,
and me and my co-host watched a film that's a few years old. It is an extremely raunchy comedy called Game Over Man. It is done by the 3 guys that did the film Workaholics.
Okay.
Not film, TV show.
Okay.
Workaholics, sorry.
That's okay.
And it's kind of their take and spoof on Die Hard.
Oh, okay.
They're maids in a hotel. And the hotel, there's a rich guy that comes in to party and celebrate, and who knows, they don't explain why or what he's doing. He's just rich.
Okay.
And the security forces come in and take him hostage and take everybody hostage, and they are the goobers that didn't get taken hostage and are trying to somehow rescue this multi-billionaire guy to try and get their video game off the ground.
Oh, how funny. All right. Did you enjoy it?
It was okay.
Just okay.
Yeah, it was... if you really like raunchy comedies that are really over the top and overacted and just messes, I guess is a good way to put it.
You kind of know what you're getting into when you tune into one of those movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not anything special. It's just, I mean, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of things that are funny, and there's some things like they put that in a movie. And they're like, you got paid to make this?
Right.
It's one of those.
Okay, so how many reels are you giving it?
I give it 2.
2? Oh my gosh.
And that's probably being
That's
generous.
amazing. You've never given anything to reels on this show anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of a it's kind of a wreck, but it's not awful. Like I said, they know what it is. Everybody knows what it is going into it. So if you're not into that kind of comedy, humor, goofiness, find something else on Netflix. Go watch Two Popes if you haven't watched that yet.
Yes, I recommend
Way
that
better.
as well. So anything coming out this week that you're planning on seeing this weekend?
Oh yeah, I've been anticipating this one. I'm not a horror movie fan, but I'm really looking forward to this one. It is a horror movie take on The Invisible Man. Comes out on Friday.
Oh, okay. What's the name of it?
Invisible Man.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, we'll chat with you next Monday and see what you thought.
Yeah, it looks really, really creepy and dark and ominous, and It's I'm spacing her name again. Morning person here.
Right, it's okay. I wouldn't know who it is anyway.
The young lady that does Handmaid's Tale, the main actress in there.
Oh, yeah.
Is it Elizabeth Moss? I
think it is.
Yeah.
Yes,
she's the main actress in it, and she does really good at those roles of being like tortured and.
Well, she's an amazing actress.
Right.
Yeah,
I agree.
So there's a reason to see it right there.
Yeah.
All right, guys, check out Matt's podcast. It's called Real Film Nerds. I'll see you next week.
Thanks, Lisa.